Welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. Today we are just going to be showcasing the new LR Gogeta on my JP account. Like, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy the content. I give a rundown of his kit towards the very end, so I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, we are hopping into a Redzone stage with the new Carnival LR Gogeta. I would definitely have to say he's one of the best characters in the game right now. I know that's a little bit of a stretch for some people, but I definitely think it's true. Even though I don't have him max leveling 10, he's still a very valuable unit in my box right now. Do keep in mind though, this is just like my rerolled account, so I don't have all the resources nor all of the units that I want to utilize with the new LR Gogeta. Man, I can't even talk today. But I would have to say he is definitely either number 1 or number 2 between him and Broly. He's definitely probably going to take the number 1 spot at least half the time because he has different advantages over Broly. For one, his leader skill is over movie heroes. He gets the category 3 plus 3 key in HP. Then he grants out the attack and defense that get the plus 200. Then his super attack and his ultra super attack, they already greatly raise his attack and defense for up to 1 turn. Then they start to stack on top of each other with that damage. His passive skill is what's going to basically get everything swinging in motion. As far as, besides giving out the plus 2 key and the attack and defense going up by 154%, his attacks are effective against all types, and he has the ability to randomly change your key spheres into rainbow key spheres. That's going to be a real big advantage and a real big help for your other units as well that run very well alongside Gogeta. So when you have a lot of compatible different options, it's going to make things a lot more easier. As you can see, he's about to do a lot of damage right here. Then he's going to stack with this additional super. That's another quality that him and Broly do share with each other. They both stack between additional super attacks, and depending on how you place them and what other characters you're running, you're going to start stacking different amounts of power onto each attack. But Gogeta, like I said, his passive skill, it's already granting him a huge power boost over 100%. Then he gets a plus additional attack and defense of 100% when performing a super attack. That is basically just a backup with, from his entry turn, he can guard against all attacks. So he's basically just two-stepping around the field, just dodging everything. He's basically almost untouchable a lot of times. And then those key spheres, they're going to carry over to when he actually transforms. And they go from having that greater chance of, just regular attacks turning into super attacks. He then, once he transforms, he basically regains over half your key. I said over half your key, over half your HP. Then, he's very usable after that point, because after he basically rejuvenates you, he also grants the 200 plus with the attack and defense. His attack is still effective against all types. Nothing really changes with that. But like I was saying with the rainbow key spheres, once he basically obtains those, it gives him a greater chance of evading enemy attacks. And then the more time he basically evades enemy attacks, he gets a performance of critical hit plus 20%. So with that being said, all of that stacks on top. So as you can see, when you run him next to other Super Saiyans or other movie type Saiyans, that those super attacks and those critical hits, they stack on each other even better, because like I was just saying, he can basically counter, and when he counters, all those critical attacks are stacking with that counter. And they're also going to stack on top of his active skill. His active skill is just insane because he basically just massively deals a lot of damage and basically intercepts and evades all of your enemy's attacks. So he basically directs all of your enemy's attacks to him and then evades those. And then you basically get the stacking from his evading. So, like I was saying, Gogeta is basically, one of the top characters, if not the best character in the game. Running them next to the new LR Broly is definitely a big help. And then if you run them with the LR Future Gohan, that's a pretty good setup. Because when you run those two together, either him or the physical LR Trunks, especially the Saiyan trio, Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks. If you have that new purple unit running alongside this Gogeta, bro, you basically can't lose because a whole bunch of stuff is gonna start stacking on top of each other to the point where even when Gogeta is not in rotation, your whole team is just still getting buffs to where like those link skills, all of that is stacking on to each other, and then all these individual units are going to have their own individual like effects with their super attacks and whatnot, their active skills and their link skills with each other. So that's why I say if you have a lot of the newer recent Super Saiyans that have dropped, as far as LRs and Dokkan Fest characters and whatnot, you're going to have a good chance of building a very powerful team with this new Gogeta. But even besides that point, this Gogeta runs very well with Fuse Fighters, of course, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Over in the Flash, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Those are going to be basically his link skills. Then he gets the Warrior of Gods. I said Warrior Gods once he transforms. Then of course he has the categories of Fusion, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Fuse Fighters. Like I was just saying, he's basically just a cannon in this game right now. I know he's definitely gonna have Global going crazy. Him and Broly. That's why I do suggest you guys like save up as many stones as you can, Global people, because once these two characters hit in Global, it's going to be crazy. Now, as you can see, his active skill right here. Bow. See, with that active skill going crazy, he's just, look at that. 4 bars right off the bat. That man is just insane. See, and then he directs all the attacks towards him. So whenever you have Gogeta, in rotation, he's more affordable to like float around other than Broly. Broly, you're going to have him in either the first or second slot to get off his transformation on that proper 5th turn. If you don't and you float off Broly and you try to put Gogeta in first, and you mess around and put Broly in like the 3rd slot, that's going to be a huge mistake because you're just prolonging his transformation. Whereas Gogeta gets the guaranteed transformation on turn 3. Turn 4. He gets the guard against all attacks from entry turn till turn 3. That's what I meant. But yeah, once he goes blue, he's basically like an invincible character on your team that's just gonna take on all the stages. He's built for a good number of stages. That's why I said I gotta just get him to link level 10. So as we go ahead and wrap up Gogeta's kit here, I have him on a few different Saiyan teams. I plan to build some different teams with him. One of his best features, I would say probably is his best feature, is his randomly changing key spheres to rainbow key spheres. It basically transfers from his Super Saiyan form over to his blue form, and his key +2 in that attack and defense plus 154% from the Saiyan transformation goes up to 200% once he goes blue. His leader skill is movie heroes, and then he gets the category key +3 in HP with the attack and defense going up by 200%. And basically, those rainbow key spheres, like I said, are going to be his main features, because once he goes blue, he's going to recover your HP by 54%. Then those rainbow key spheres go from additional supers to basically evading attacks. And then the more he evades attacks, the more critical that he stacks, which will be a +20% for each one evaded. So basically, him in Super Saiyan and his blue form is just an overall massive unit to the game. Um, his link skills and his categories are going to be a big plus with the fuse fighters, Super Saiyans, superheroes, movie heroes, and whatnot. So he's definitely one of the best characters in the game. But I will bring you guys some more content with them. So I hope you guys like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next Dokkan battle video.